Winter can be really hard, especially after the holidays. Seasonal depression tends to show up more, the days feel heavier, and at the same time, there's a pressure to start fresh because it's the new year. And when you're already tired, that pressure can make winter feel even harder. Lately, I've been trying to stop treating winter like something I need to push through or fight against. I'm still keeping my mental health routines consistent, but I've been looking for new ways to work with the season instead of resisting it. So in today's video, I am going to share some small ways I'm romanticizing the winter season on top of keeping all my mental health routines the same. If winter is usually tough for you, I hope this video feels supportive. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, thank you so much for joining. Today's video is just how to romanticize the winter, make it feel a little bit softer, a little bit easier. These are all things I'm actually doing or am going to start doing this winter season, and I thought it might be fun to share with you guys, so let's get into it. So I do have a full list here right now of the things I'm including in my winter routine to make it go a little bit easier to romanticize, and this is what I'm going to share with you today. So the first thing on my list is to have a slow morning routine. This is going to include like a hot beverage, either tea, hot lemon water, or coffee, and just some light journaling and stretching. I was never one to journal before, but I've been doing it a lot lately, and honestly, I just brain dump. It has no like real consistency, but I do it every morning and I do it every night before I do anything else, and it really just helps me feel more productive and better with my day. And then when I've already started moving, I don't feel like going back into my bed and doom scrolling, which has been a major problem for me lately. So it has helped in other ways as well. So the second thing I am doing, I've kind of labeled as creating warmth. So this is lighting a candle often, having that warm light. I have fairy lights up in my kitchen, and I am like put them on when it's cloudy or at nighttime, and it just makes my kitchen feel so warm and very like fairy tale-esque. And layering blankets is really good, having a few different ones, just bundling up and creating your own warmth. I have a heated throw blanket, which is super nice, so I'll curl up on my couch on like my phone or watching TV, and I'm just like in this bundle of warmth. So the third thing is something I do have to constantly tell myself, and I've never been good about this, so hopefully this year I am, but it's still going outside and enjoying the winter weather. I'm in Maine, so it's pretty cold. Like right now it is 10 degrees with the wind chill, so not something I really want to go outside in, but we do have some warmer days, and if you bundle up, you're still pretty warm. So when I say go outside, I'm thinking of like taking little walks. They don't have to be long, nothing like your summer strolls, but like a 10 to 15 minute walk just around the block could be pretty good. And then playing in the snow if you have it. Maine has a lot of snow, so make a snowman, have a snowball fight, make snow angels, just enjoy the snow like you did when you were a kid. And enjoy the nice winter air. There's something so refreshing about it. Kind of in the same area of playing in the snow and being outside is have a fun winter photo shoot. I'm thinking more outside, so like bundling up, having photos of you playing outside in the snow with like your friends or your family or your partner. I think those photos are so cute. There's like so many different things you can do with them. It's one way to push yourself to go outside, have fun while you're doing it, and you have memories to look back on. One of the big things I've started already doing this year is playing more with my winter fashion. So I have a few different like fun, beautiful scarves that I'd like to wear. I've got a couple different mittens and gloves, but the thing is, they're cute. I think they're so adorable that they make me want to go out more, just so I have an excuse to wear them. In a similar concept, but I did put it in its own category, is having just fluffy slippers. I have these really cute ones I got for Christmas from American Eagle, I think. And they are warm and fluffy, and I wear them all around the house, including on my carpeted floors, which is a little scary when I go down the stairs that are carpeted. But they keep me nice and warm, especially as someone who has bad circulation and like my fingers and my toes are always cold. This has really made me more comfortable, more warm this winter so far, and there's no cold hardwood floors in the morning. Another way I've been romanticizing this winter is embracing early nights. Right now where I'm at, the sun's setting between 4 and 4:30, so it gets dark really fast. So I'll light candles, I'll put in those fairy lights in my kitchen. I have this starlight in my room right here that shines this beautiful warm yellow. So things like that make it feel a little bit more intentionally dark and like cozy. Within embracing the early nights, I've been trying to do all my chores and stuff either throughout the day if I'm home all day or as soon as I do get home. So by like 5, I'm done. I don't have anything else to do and I can actually just sit down and relax. We are pretty good. I do live in an apartment with 2 other people, so there are 3 of us constantly like cleaning and picking up. And we all do a decent share, so it's not like one person's cleaning up for all 3 of us, which definitely makes this easier and quicker. So this might not be the case for you, but if you're able to get your stuff done and actually be able to sit down and relax and embrace the night instead of having to clean while it's dark, that kind of helps the mood. And then including your self-care. So I've been doing self-care a little bit more, like sheet masks and everything, but the main thing I've incorporated for the winter is more moisturizing. I do have acne-prone skin, so I usually am very careful with heavy weighted things, but it is dry in here. So I do have a heavy moisturizer that I do once in the morning and once at night, and it does make me feel just amazing. I don't know the words for it, but I also shave a lot more in the winter and moisturize like my entire body. I'm gonna moisturize anyway, and it helps because it's very drying, but there's something that like tickles my brain when you are freshly shaved and moisturized. It's so good. And you can have fun with this too. I typically use an unscented moisturizer, but I do have one I got on sale from Bath and Body Works that smells like pistachios, and it is delicious. The next thing I haven't been able to do yet, but I'm hoping I get to do, is give my hobbies a winter arc. So I'm specifically thinking of my coloring. I love coloring so much, and I have very simple coloring books that I get off like Amazon. And they have different themes. Like I have a Christmas one, I have a cozy one, I have a spring one. I don't have a specific winter one, which I think will be my next purchase. Giving a winter version of my cozy hobbies makes it feel special to me and like I want to keep doing it. So if you're able to incorporate like a winter version of your favorite things, I can't wait to try it myself. The next thing, winter themed dates or hangouts with your friends. So I'm thinking skiing, snowshoeing, sledding, ice skating, going out on these winter activities with people you genuinely love makes it feel special, and it's something you can really only do in the winter in certain areas. The next thing is watching the snowfall. I will open all the curtains and the blinds and just watch snowfall for way too long. I enjoy it so much throughout the day, like just seeing it fall, and then even at night because we have pretty well lit streets and you can see it just like in the light of the snow. It's so pretty, and it's something so soft and satisfying about it. And when I was younger, I always used to hate when it snowed because that meant I'd have to get out in the snow. It's cold. We could lose power. But now I want to embrace it. Another thing I've been doing for about like a year now is making a soundtrack. So making a winter soundtrack specifically for this video, but making some sort of playlist with songs that make you feel like it's winter, not necessarily Christmas songs or holiday themed songs. I'm thinking post-December winter vibes. I have so much fun making these and titling them and just adding more songs to them as I listen. Next is enjoy the season's staples. And this depends on where you are, but what produce is in season, just embrace it. So I have like a short little list here, and I don't even know if these are all in season. This is kind of what I remember, but I have like sweet potatoes, cranberries, apples, butternut squash, pears, maple syrup, and pomegranates. Embrace those, have meals with those included, have breakfasts with those included, dinners, snacks. It feels so romantic to have meals made with in-season things. I don't know how to describe it other than it makes my heart flutter just a little bit. The last thing I have isn't really romanticizing winter specifically as much as it is a helpful tip to keep romanticizing things and something you should do all year round, but is just keeping up with your room. Before anything hits, winter's hard, seasonal depression's hard, and having a clean room tends to help me a lot. It doesn't make everything good. It definitely doesn't fix my issues, but it makes it easier so when I do want to just rot in bed, my bed's clean enough to do so. Find what works for you. I find that if I get up right in the morning and do my morning stuff, by the time I'm done, I'll pick up my yoga mat and then I want to pick up everything else that's on the ground. I'll put on a nice soft playlist, maybe your winter playlist, and clean for like 10 minutes. It's not a like wipe everything down, it's just a pickup, but it really helps. I just want to pop in here and say, while romanticizing winter is something I love to do, I love romanticizing things, it does not replace mental health services or routines. I do want to just pop in here and say, make sure you're still checking in on yourself, make sure you're checking in on your mental health. Here are some little changes I make to my mental health routine in the winter to help me get through it. So the first thing I do is I take vitamin D more consistently. Usually in the summer I'm outside a lot and I don't feel like I need it. Come November, maybe October, I tend to put vitamin D in my little pill box every day. So consistently taking vitamin D is my big thing, and I try to get it in a little bit earlier than when I think my seasonal depression will hit. I've been tracking my mood. I've just started this at the beginning of the year, so only like about a week, but it's been really interesting and I see that I'm happier a lot more than I tend to think when I'm in my low moments. So just having that reassurance that I'm usually pretty good helps me when I'm not so good. Still moving my body if you're able to, it tends to help me pretty well. Like yesterday I had no motivation, I didn't want to do anything, and I decided to take out my walking pad and I was like, I'll walk for 5 minutes, listen to a song. Luckily, that did spark something in me and I ended up walking for 40 minutes and I got most of my work done on my computer in that time. So moving did end up helping a lot. This winter, I'm working from home, so I'm not getting out very much, and like I said, it's been cold and icy and in the negatives, so I haven't gone outside, and I don't move as much as I usually do. The next thing I do for the winter specifically is give myself rewards for taking my meds. So I don't do this every day, obviously, but if I take my meds consistently for the week, at the end of the week, I usually give myself a reward. If that's going out for coffee or getting like a sweet little treat that I usually wouldn't at the store when I go grocery shopping, something to just motivate me to actually take my meds consistently, because there's something about the winter and like the brain fog that just makes it harder to consistently take my meds. So having a reward system in place is something that just works for me. The next thing I do is I tend to just increase my therapy a little bit. Typically try to go once a month, maybe once every like 5 weeks. But in the winter, I do bring that down to about once every 3 weeks just because I need the extra time. The last thing I do for my mental health routine in the winter is light therapy. It is supposed to it's supposed to represent the sun and help with like the vitamin D and everything and like the lack of sun. So incorporating this was actually something my therapist suggested, and I do find it to be pretty helpful. Anyway, guys, that is all for today's video. I hope winter is very kind to you, and if you do go outside, that you stay nice and warm and you don't slip on ice. I do every single year. These are little things in my daily life that I'm trying to incorporate to make winter feel less of a burden and more something I get to do. Alright, guys. Bye.